Okay, we're in the attic. We're in the attic and we're looking at some things here. Alright, we're in the attic over the garage. Over the garage. And we got cellulose insulation. We got debris in the insulation. And cellulose insulation, that's kind of unusual for this vintage. Okay, but I can't knock that. Somebody's come in and added this bat insulation. I'm not sure what's going on there. And that's a vent because the garage is being air conditioned. Not such a good thing, okay? We'll discuss that later. These are called collar beams, collar ties. Anytime you have a structural member that's connected, it's supposed to be 3 or more fasteners, not 2. Not 2. We got a split one over there. Alright? Now see this discoloration here? Okay, this is lath. Anytime you see this between the rafters, this is not a structural element. This is the old wood shingle roof. Wood shingle roofs, they leaked by design. So you're going to get water stains on this. And sometimes you're going to get it boogered up because it did get rotten and stuff. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. We're talking about these. We're talking about the rafters. And we're talking about the collar ties. And that collar tie over there is split. Now over the garage, this is kind of a bad design, but they were probably trying to deal with sumping. Alright? The sagging of the roof. Alright? Anytime you modify a structure, you're supposed to bring it up to the current standards. These purlins in other parts of the house are going to be undersized, and that's not an issue. Here, it is an issue. Also, I'd like to know what the design was like, because the reason why we forego purlins over garages is because it's called load transfer. So we got a load transfer. They've come in and they've added these purlins. And they come in. Where are they bringing the load to? That bowed ceiling right there. See how the ceiling's bowed? You know why it's bowed? It's because we got pressure coming down from the roof, trying to straighten it with these undersized purlins. I'm just getting started. Let's see what else we got up here. Since we do have insulation all the way to this door, since this is conditioned space, I don't know. Jury's out on this. This attic shouldn't be insulated, and it doesn't need to be insulated. So this ladder does not need to be insulated. Now that being said, since we do have insulation around here, there should be a border, a guard, to keep the insulation from spilling out. We don't want insulation spilling out. Oh, there it goes. We don't want insulation spilling out. So there's supposed to be a border that was wrapped around here. This is the water heater flue, and we got attic insulation right next to it. And there's the water heater vent right there. You can't see it. Why? Because it's covered. They put insulation in there. Okay. Did they? Yeah, they did. Let's move down a little bit. Okay, I'm not traveling across this. It's do no harm. Do no harm. But when they added this insulation going all around here, all this bad insulation, alright, if it's got skin on it, and I haven't seen it yet. Well, here, got some right here. Let's answer a question real quick. Okay, it doesn't have any skin on it. That's good. I was ready to jump on it. I wanted to jump on it. I'm a jumper. That vent right there, that is the vent for the kitchen vent. That's the kitchen vent. And that little shiny band right there, that's cloth tape. That vent pipe is not supposed to have cloth tape on it. That's called spontaneous combustion. If you got a fire in your kitchen and it's going up the vent, you've already got a bad day. I get that. But then when that cloth tape catches fire from spontaneous combustion, and now you have a fire into your attic, your day's going to get a lot worse. It will. That's what happens. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Okay, we're now going to come down. We'll leave this. I'm going to try and get some still images. Capture this thing. I've seen some reports. They got lots of images in them. So I'm trying to do that as we move through the home. Through the front entry. Here's my magic wand. This ladder is supposed to be insulated. This is a heat sink. Okay? All your money. There's your thermostat, so the heat comes right through this. No insulation. Thermostat thinks the house is a lot hotter than it is. So it runs the air conditioner more than it will. Or maybe it won't turn the heater on. So it does those kinds of things. These ladders are never installed properly. Like the other ladder. Actually, this one's a little better than the other ladder. We're coming up here. How am I going to get to the indoor air handler? Really? That is just, no, that's a joke. That's a joke. Thank you. Thank you for nothing. These purlins are undersized, and if they would have been original, that's fine. But there was some something that they were dealing with, and so now they come in and they put these new purlins, and when they put this in, it should be the same size as the rafters. These purlins are undersized. I can say those purlins are undersized by design. But these replacement purlins are undersized because they were installed improperly. Got any light up here? Okay, we got radiant panel OSB overlight. One thing we got interesting, alright, it's part of the air conditioning one. I'll just wait on that. I think I can get in there. I just really don't appreciate people making things inaccessible. They write the codes say that you're supposed to be able to get to your stuff. That's what the code says. You can read it. I mean, I'm using some different words. What I'm not seeing depth markers. I'm not seeing depth markers. And also, around where my soffit vents are, or these soffit vents to this home are, I'm not seeing soffit vent baffles either. That will affect the ventilation to the attic. Now we got a nice calm day today. So I'm not sure how all this is going to play out for everybody. You know, as far as thermal imaging and stuff. The attic feels comfortable right now. Look at that purlin. Look at those purlin struts. Those aren't... That's not... Don't even try. Don't even try. Why would you want to try? See all this debris? Alright? That's combustible. And that debris... One thing it tells us is that this mineral has been down here for a while because they tore the old roof off and the wood shingles just dropped down. The combustible wood shingles and the minerals. The minerals will short circuit your insulation, so then you end up having to add insulation just willy-nilly, just throw it up here. So now you're just, kind of hitting at it. Hope you make connection. But you got combustible debris that's short circuiting your insulation. And there's some of the old original fiberglass right in there. How about that? So we come along here. Remember the collar beams I was talking about? The ones that are split over the garage that didn't have enough fasteners in them? Okay, well I'm thinking you probably need a collar beam, or should have had a collar beam or two in here. It's kind of difficult to tell, and I can't get over there. Got another split rafter. Look at that. So we got a couple split rafters. We got some split collar beams. Hang on. I had to hitch up my pants. I'm going to go Circus Soleil on you. I'm going to go Circus Soleil. That slab goes down like that. I can't see any better. Let's talk about what we can see then. Alright, debris. Fireplace. Okay. You're always going to see water stains around the chimney. You just are. But when I got into this business a million years ago, and I rode my dinosaur over to the inspection, I met an engineer in an attic, and we were talking. I was so proud of myself. I said, that framing's too close to the chimney. He says, they all are. I never say anything about it. I learned something that day. Okay. Well then, I had a home inspector buddy call me up. He's going like, the TREC Texas Real Estate Commission wants to fine me because I didn't say the combustible was close enough to the chimney. And I go like, oh wow. Well, I guess, sorry for him, but I learned something. So every chimney, this chimney and every chimney between this house and my house, the wood framing is too close to the masonry chimney. And for the Texas Real Estate Commission, we're going to say that you got combustibles that are too close. That's kind of a nice light fixture, huh? See how that's just kind of busted up right there? It's kind of interesting. Unique. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Jeez Louise. If y'all ever want to know what happened to me, watch this video. You'll see where he went. He's the last. Now I see what the insulation is for. See, we kind of learn as we go. I do anyway. I was kind of giving them a hard time about this insulation, but what happened is when they installed the fire suppression system, this is insulating the fire suppression piping. Okay, I get that. That's good. But now this piping is in the way. You're supposed to have 36 inches of surface clearance between the indoor air handler, the furnace, so the technician can get his fat butt up here. You think a fat HVAC guy can get up here? Oh, he'll get up here. He'll charge you for it. Oh my goodness. Okay.